Were you curious as to where I was going and why? Had any of you guessed? Let me know in the comments. Here's a small vlog of my adventure. You guys, you have no idea. I am completely exhausted. You see me all disheveled and in a really bad state because I've had one of the worst days. The train that was supposed to be at 3 was cancelled. They put us on a 3:30, then they stopped that train. They stopped it. They terminated it at Newcastle because there was an electric fault in York. And then after that, at Newcastle, they told us, oh, you need to go to platform 11 to get the 606 that goes to Leeds and go through Leeds to go to London. And I was like, oh my god, I'm never gonna arrive. And then on top of that, it was mega chock-a-block full because people were being placed from the other trains that were cancelled. So they cancelled this train for us, people that were already cancelled before. Oh, it was unbelievable. And they told us, oh, you need to wait for the next train in 1 hour. I'm like, oh my god. And then eventually they're like, oh no, there's another train now going to London because they fixed the electric fault in York. And so I was like, okay, finally I'm getting on a train to London. And then I was on the train and everybody was standing because it was super mega full. And this really nice guy gave me a seat, bless him. I gave him my card, told him, if you're ever in Edinburgh, please don't hesitate to ask me what you need, because this is a really good favour that you're doing. And so I got to sit down. He even looked for a seat for me later on because there were people getting up from other seats, so I could move to that seat and leave him his seat because it was a first class seat. And then after that I finally got to London, and then I had to walk from King's Cross to St Pancras and take another train to Brighton. And it was so exhausting because I was carrying my luggage and I was carrying an extra bag that I wasn't expecting to have to carry, but nothing would fit more in my luggage with all the things that I needed to pack. So it was really, really stressful. And then when I arrived in Brighton, I had booked this B&B, but because I was so tired, the instructions were not clear to me. So instead of going to the right ground flat, I went to the wrong ground flat, and I was trying the combination on this key lock thing and it was the wrong one and I couldn't open it, and I just burst into tears and I was crying and sobbing, and I was like, why is it not working? And then I looked at the video that the B&B had uploaded of instructions on how to lock the door, and I saw the door was different, and I'm like, oh my god, I must be in the wrong place. So I trailed my luggage up the stairs again and down the stairs again, and I finally got here, and now I have 8 hours before I need to be up and start getting ready. But it was so stressful. You have no idea. It's 9 o'clock and I just woke up. I've had a good sleep overall, but I'm still really tired. But I need to get up to start getting ready. Here was my simple day makeup. Here's my first attempt to use this automatic curler, which I got stuck with. So I abandoned it after a good 10 minutes of panic that I might have to cut my hair. Here's my day outfit for the promenade indoors and outdoors. Pictures taken by the lovely Neve. Thanks again so much. We took each other's photos and it was a really lovely acquaintance. As you can see, I'm at the Brighton Pavilion, which is an amazing building in Brighton. If you didn't know it before, I encourage you to go and research the history of this fantastic place and the fantastic events led by Zach Pinsent. This was the whole outfit in detail. Some pieces were handmade, some altered, some of which belonged to my late mother. So I felt like it would be honoring her to wear her favorite color, which was blue, and using these items in my outfit. I even altered this lovely basket to have a cover to avoid spilling my belongings. These gloves were sadly misplaced in Brighton. I contacted the local police station to hopefully find them, as they too were my mum's, but they suggested making a post on social media as they do not deal with lost property. So if you have found them or seen them, or if you even know where to buy the same ones, I would really appreciate it. Thank you. This lovely brooch and neck warmer were a charity shop find, and only after I took the picture I noticed there was a stone missing. The feather brooch on my cap was an online purchase, and the cap was originally made by my mum, and I added the trim like I showed you in one of the pictures. After the promenade, I found this lovely restaurant called Pinocchio. They cater for gluten and dairy free, so I had myself a pizza before I started getting ready for the next event, which was the ball. This is everything for today. This is part 1 of I don't know how many. Honestly, this is my first vlog and I'll do my best to make it concise. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed and see you in part 2. Bye.